And Bailey Hall swings past, but he's going to be swamped by the field, and it's a clean run into turn one for Dylan O'Keefe, and he spins, he goes round. Oh, and up, and Nick McBride launched into the air. What is going on at turn one?
And he's taken out Pancioni, and it looks like Sam Shahin.
Si accende il semaforo, si è acceso in questo momento, si è spento. Partenza da parte di Malluccelli con una vettura che era ferma, era una vettura ferma centrata da quella di Jorge Lorenzo.
The lights go out and the huge pack of cars charge their way up towards the corner. Ian Logie is already off and into the barriers very heavily on the right-hand side. Couldn't see what caused that, but
it is Scott Noble in 22nd in the number 10 MDK car with Mark Varmey. One behind him, and had a spin at the front of the field. That is Sedgwick trying to get on the power too early, trying to go around the outside of Tom Sargent, and he cuts across where there's four Porsches trying to go into a spot where there's barely room.
Find out what happened back at the start. Bashar Mardini in the black and red. And there we can see he's had contact with Niels Troost, unfortunately. It's been a bit of a disaster.
Well, did he get a tap from the one behind him, which would have been Vin Barletta? Because Barletta all of a sudden dives to the inside there at the kind of last minute. I think it was just one of those.
Race director gives the instruction to change the lights to green, and Raffaele Marcello blast away. Drama in the background. Big accident involving Spinelli. There's an Audi involved. We're going to go safety car straight away, I would have thought. And 1 hour of GT racing, or the remainder of 1 hour of GT racing, is underway. There's a car in the wall in the background already. Somebody pulled out of the draft and got into the pit wall. They've all survived it, but drama into the first corner, 3 wide, and there, big problems on the outside line. That looks like Lucas Leger.
As the cars work their way through, there's contact, there's all sorts of pandemonium. We weren't sure if it was going to be a tough start.
They hit Samantha Tan.
Yeah, unfortunately, Florian Schulze
backs across the racetrack.
Yeah, Florian Schulze just caught the door of Samantha Tan, and I'm afraid that's where the chain reaction happened. Nothing either driver could do.
As the field goes down, and you'll see that Mercedes, well, actually, I think the Mercedes tipped somebody on the right, and that then shot the car off to the left.
This is going to be tough for Steen Longin, but there's a little bit of contact, and there goes De Gusto has spun the Audi. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of contact there.
At least one car going wide there on the exit of turn one, but I mentioned that it was that car, I think, swinging back across the bows.
It is all 3 of the Inter-Europol cars.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was the sort of explosion from the 4th and 5th row as cars got a slightly better run and saw that the race was underway, but then much further back.
It was a hit between, to the rear of one of the Inter-Europol cars.
And hit go, and Fernando Navarrete, side by side, they're in tandem, but they've got to come in together. Oh, goodness me! A big collision, in fact, and actually dropped back and fell in between the 3 cars that were together and did actually make contact with the silver Porsche, the GTL car that came across, made contact with the Volcano car. 4 wide as well, heading through that segment. Ivan Velasco was involved in all this, and it was that collision with Ludwig and Velasco, I think, that teed up that moment. Yeah. And 3 cars essentially met each other on the off-road, and the Mercedes was in that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Rosso Corsa having to go over as well. And yeah, so they all just collect each other on the way out.
We're ready for one last dance in the ADAC GT Masters 2023. And there's collision at the start, and it is Marco Mabelli who held together, looked like with Maxi Goetz, and that is a disastrous moment that was involved there. The 3 cars getting together, also Sven Muller getting involved, as was the case with Ben Green, and Elias Sepinen doing well to just keep out of that.
The KFC Audi, so 2 cars, 3 cars in the wars, and not even 200 metres into the race. Just a reminder, there's 52 minutes of this still to go.
Let's go from Motown. Foster gets the early jump, single file right behind him. Side by side, back in the pack, heading into this 35-mile-an-hour zone, and Foster gets turned around from behind. McElroy might have got into him. We are yellow. Can they all get through? The championship leaders on the inside, and he gets turned. Rasmussen turned around.
And McElroy involved as well. Jacob Abel.
Oh, it just makes me cringe. Turn number 1, how about 4, 5 wide? Can they get through clean? No contact there. Around goes one of the drivers. That is one of the, I think, Danny Kozlowski's all the way down to the inside of the race car. You look at him, look at the contact further back, up in the air. Oh, that car is up in the air. I wasn't even looking at a Scoto.
But as
All right, we have race time, and it's Solskjaer that gets off the mark quickly with number 33, our championship. Oh! Wow, what just happened there? Number 45 just spun off.
Horrible.
Here's the moment this happened, the replay.
Oh, the numbers car touched their cars as well, but he kept going.
as race 3 will get underway. Mavlitov with a decent start, he'll lead downwards, and there's a staller on the grid. Oh my goodness, that was Steiko into the rear, and I think of potentially Mackenzie Cresswell, might have been Iyota Iwasaki that had the issue, and there is indeed, it's gone to, yeah, it's a bit of a mare at the moment, and another one. That's Callum Voisin who's off.
Voisin is off, that is a massive...
Yeah, on the left, here we go, better view here. Sid Smith trying to go for the middle. Oh, no. Came across, that is so unfortunate. I think Kulkarni was, Alva was just having a look to try and...
Actually converted quite well, all good things considered. Joseph Lope's gone onto the grass in the background. There's already some wings flying all over the place.
Oh,
and there's already contact. That's Roche on the spin round. And I think that's with Sean Rashid. There's more contact in the middle. Suter Arau having problems. Gerard Shee having problems. And we'll be racing down to the first corner here in the Netherlands. A poor start there from some in the mid-pack. I think it was a good one for Callum Voisin. And there's contact already as James Headley's come straight across Kuharczyk. And that'll be James Headley straight out of the race at T1.
And for the third and final time, it's lights out at Spa-Francorchamps. An awful start made by Gerard G, doesn't get away at all, and straight into the back goes one of the other Motor Park Run cars.
Et c'est parti avec un très beau départ derrière d'Enzo Peugeot qui s'est décalé, qui va tout de suite passer. Oh, il y a eu un contact. Il y a eu un contact au milieu de la grille et je pense que malheureusement out, et on va revoir ce départ. Alors on va tenter de comprendre. Ah oui, ça s'est tout de suite touché. Ouais, là on voit tout de suite effectivement le contact entre les deux voitures et ça a été très très chaud. Hein.
The slipstream initially behind Ugo Ugachuko, who covered the inside line, and Gianmarco, no problem for him as he pulls out, and that's what happened in the background to Quintarelli.
The green flag at the back of the grid, the 5 red lights, Ugo on pole position, and he goes nowhere. Ugachuko has stalled from pole. What a disaster for the American, and he's been collected big time. One car upside down.
Con l'ottimo spunto da parte di Felix Grossi Aschoff, ma Phil Stratford, come vedete, riesce subito a prendere attenzione, un bloccaggio e decolla la vettura di Thomas Zeltner.
So we're looking at Jack Smith there at the rear. Here's Declan, and they've interlocked. So Declan and Macaulay Jones interlock, and it drops the clutch, gets the whole shot, and owns the racetrack all the way to the apex of turn 1, and he's got a margin and big contact. And running right out around the outside is Will Brown. Keep an eye on the live action down there on the bottom right-hand corner of screen. So Andre was able to arrive where he wanted to. It was 3 into 1, does not go. So they all ended up crossing.
That was a great start. Mostert probably got the best start of the lot, but Randall walked the car off with almost no wheel spin. Contact in the middle of the field. That's a big one for Will Brown, who's got the front of that car knocked off.
So what goes on further beyond? So someone's turned Will, and then because he's parked where he is, unfortunately Cam Hill and Jack Smith.
3 wide. The first 3 cars have a bit of contact.
So Wall was right in the middle, so O'Keefe's turned around, Max Fedova's in the vicinity, and then Luke King, and it was actually...
Here we go with race number 4 down towards Hatchett's hairpin. Ricky Collett and Jock Borthwick lead them off. Michael Oliver and Craig Reed tucked in behind. There's been some contact already in there. Oh my goodness, big contact further back. David Jenkins involved. We've got a tyre leading the Division 2 pack. Michael Oliver moving to cover as they head down towards the hairpin. Something's got to give here, surely. There's a contact further back. That's Stuart Oliver. He's gone into the back of John Bowler, I think. Stuart Oliver loses the bonnet. Let's hope there's no further damage there and he's able to keep going.
Down the start, finish straight. The engineers shout go, and go indeed they do. It's a great start by Antonio Albacete. Whoa, goodness me, there's a massive accident further down the order. Is that Mark Taylor that's gone around? I think it's Mark Taylor that's gone into the wall.
Smith, we got a spin back here. Multiple cars hard into the wall.
Allgaier involved in it as well. Ryan Sieg in the 39, we saw him sideways.
Ward, Losi Baby gets a better start this time, but now he gets turned around in the Warriors. Oh, just runs the nose across, not too much damage. Linneman ends up on the opposite side. Victor Branks is gifted the lead.
Eriksson gets away this time. Okay, Belevsky looks to have got a better start than Kaliakowski. Kaliakowski has the inside line contact. Belevsky goes round. Kaliakowski over the curbs. Hedstrom out onto the gravel. Eriksson too. Belevsky's facing the wrong way in the turn one gravel trap. Great start for Ostring on the front row on the inside line. Val looking like he's going to go around the outside. Yes, well does. Max Oman gets spun around on the inside, been pushed moving across Nordgaard.
He's getting rotated around the front of Nordgaard, isn't he?
Yeah, Oman moves into Nordgaard and actually hits the back of Tam. So
I think Nordgaard being there is just meaning that it was lucky that didn't just...
Oh, Simon Tiger in the middle of the grid, contact there around the outside. Victor Johansson, I thought got away with it, but gets piled and turned around. Ensbig. Oh, I thought it was a better start from row 2. Merstad's come up, contact immediately. Oh, it runs into the back of him. The car is somehow still in one piece. Martin Ugar's gone from the front row. Noel Eliasson, the black car, isn't done in this. Look, Hukar, this contact rear to rear. That sends Wilsberg sideways, gets collected big time in the background.
La final de Carcross, recordemos 6 kilos por delante y el Poleman que busca arrinconar a sus rivales en esa primera posición y puede provocar lo que vemos, ese efecto dominó. Aquí ralentizada y como, fíjense, ese toque que empieza aquí con el 9 de David Berasain completamente girado y es un auténtico crash boom bang en todos los puntos.
Who's got the magic on this first occasion in 2023? It's one of the Kawasaki men, is it Faulkner or McAdoo?
It's from RJ Hampshire, and then the 55 goes into his teammate Cameron McAdoo, goes sideways. Boom, he hits so hard. Oh, he can...
Jed Lawrence on the inside. Whoa, multiple riders come down and come down hard.
Number 42 of Kitchens and then number 40 of Styles Robertson. Oh, look at that, man. Just guys tumbling.
And Jed gets pinched off by Ferrandis this time. And a huge pile up around the outside.
Ouch. Oh, you hate to see it. And these riders are down and down hard. It's probably tangled up, and with the shortest start at Hangtown, big pile up guys going in. Corey Karsten, 281, goes for a ride.
And Lawrence a good start in the middle, but he gets pinched off and a bunch of riders collide. Huge wreck going into turn 1. That is RJ Hampshire in the center of the screen in the white, 24 down.
Behind him, Jeffrey Hurlings, Roman Fevre, Brent Van Donnick, Jeremy Seawer all went down in the first turn pileup along with another couple of riders. Carnage down the start straight. If you look down the middle, Harrop, one of the guys going down middle of the gate. Tondell, Elsinger at the back there as well. Watch Roman Fevre on the number 3 as he comes into the first turn. He collided with Brent Van Donnick. Then there was a whole domino effect. Riders flying through the first turn. Let's watch Seawer about 10 gates over. Jams his front brake there as he ran into Brent Van Donnick. He was then out of control. A passenger had this massive domino effect. Watch the number 6. Benoit Paturel just gets tagged there by Roman Fevre, gets spun around as he gets clipped by Valentin Guillot. Both riders going down. The rain continued to fall again, and it was a lot heavier and more persistent this time. This time, Lucas Coonan grabbed the foxhole shot as Liam Everts, Thibaut Beneston.
Intermediária, Antonella vem seguindo de muito perto pelo Josimar Júnior. Perde posições o Sadak Leite. Vai cair pelo menos para a 5ª posição e aí já tem problema. Seba Malucelli. Arthur Gama já deu chega para lá no Guga Lima. O Arthur Gama já vem para assumir a 2ª posição e vai para fora o Beto Poças. A batida de Roberto Poças logo depois da largada foi para o guardrail. A suspensão traseira ali por dentro, já à frente do carro do Léo. E o Reis, hein? Opa, mas não era por aí não, Edson Reis. Eu tava falando do outro Reis, do Rafa, o irmão do Léo. Aí o Edson Reis.
Já vamos ter o César Fonseca pulando na liderança de prova. Tem um toque ali, o Duda veio pro meio, acerta o Cello. E aí acerta o Cello Nunes, o Vitor Amorim fica ali também, o Breno Borges.
Agora vem a curva 1, é os primeiros lances de prova, ali atrás tem gente se tocando, Augusto Freitas vai rodando, foi lá para fora da pista, menos mal que não acertou ninguém, vai ter um prejuízo próprio ali o Augusto Freitas.
Está valendo, vamos para as emoções do Marcas Brasil Racing. Olha a largada, tem toque! Já deu confusão ali, o Dalpisol teve toque com o Imagava.
la tercera serie, movió bien Bastidas, movió bien Volpe, que lo va a buscar por afuera. Mirá cómo va intentando Baldinelli. Uy, afuera Posiel. Se terminaron tocando Baldinelli, Posiel y Volpe, que va por afuera y se la juega Joaquín.
Y lo va buscando Gómez por afuera también Carducci. Y Pernilla que cambia el auto y se engancharon Castellano. Y no, Carducci y Castellano que queda.
Gets involved in this. We can have a little look. So there goes Joe Guanyu, hits Sonoda. Oh, and that's the...
Out of position after a poor start. There goes one Alpine down the outside. I don't know if they wouldn't have touched anyway. Giving it a wider berth than that.
And Leclerc has nowhere to go because he's got Verstappen on the inside. It's not like he can avoid the Red Bull there. Great reaction time from Sergio Perez.
Norris has an opportunity to go past all of them. Big crash in the middle of the pack. I think Alex Albon is into the wall along with the Haas.
They lost 2 places straight away, and then Norris came down the inside. There's the contact further back, and Nico Hulkenberg.
Going to get himself deep on the left-hand side of your screen, and then lock both fronts, commit to the grasp, and there's the damage to Edgar. Edgar's car is completely innocent bystander.
Can we see Johnny Edgar finding the wall? Yes, we can. Comes together with a trident, and then it all concertinas up.
Al-Khabaisi gets away from the pit lane as they make their way to the first braking zone of the year, and there's a huge shunt to the back. It's Chloe Grant in the ART car, upside down.
На самом старте, вот мы видим старт. Вот это да. Просто убрал здесь и Капицу, и жесткий был удар в Екатерину.
Scattano in questo momento con Volte che è rimasto fermo al palo e si crea il caos, viene centrato il pilota estone e quindi bandiera rossa sicuramente perché la pista è impraticabile.
Grande staccata verso curva 1, attenzione anche ai contatti, dietro si fa vedere anche Tournisso e c'è un contatto proprio con Damiani, un contatto che poi va a coinvolgere tante altre vetture, alcune macchine che...
还是朱元杰的起跑非常的不错，我们看到后面这是朱代维的起跑再次的滞后，他的赛车是停在了那里，这边发生了一个碰撞，非常的危险，后边的有大车封锁。
起步之后就死火了，这边是没有躲过去啊。希望这边2位车手的身体都没有大碍。
Поехали! Как там Мещеряков сразу агрессивно, смотрите, уходил вдоль стены. Очень хороший старт у него. Ой, Олег Семенов за пределы трассы. Катастрофа, посмотрите, разбито 3 машины. Ух ты! Кизилов в небе! Такого я не видел.
On est parti donc pour cette épreuve, première course de 25 minutes. Attention avec Kevin Hachez qui s'est loupé, qui vient percuter Franck Labesca et Florian Brichet.
Bonnie Smith makes a good start. It is not a terrific start from the pole position man. So Bemble Ryan down into second already. Jensen O'Neill going to the outside and George Fox goes around in front of the pack. And there is carnage going into Paddock Hill bed. And unfortunately, Flamer Rickler ends up on a roof. There's another car off. And that's O'Neill going again. Jensen O'Neill going off towards the barriers.
Quite a good start from Saburth, and it was actually a poor one there from Hugo Schwarzer, and might well lose out to the number 21 of Alicia Palmovsky. Straight on the inside, there's contact though in that first corner.
It was a little bit slow away, but it's James Lay and Daryl De Leon. There's contact further back, I think, and Jason Rishover gets tangled up with Abdullah-Majid Khatib. Both of them are in the gravel trap.
Charging up the inside line past Moran. He's been swamped by the pack coming towards Clairvaux. He goes up the inside and leads. There's contact as they go through Clairvaux. 1 or 2 cars making contact. Resgos Chigarimbo. Resgos Harry England over onto his wall. 2 cars have gone over, I'm afraid. Oh dear, that's not the start we wanted to see at all. 3, 4, 5 cars involved, and immediately, no surprise, red flag.
The front, Paul Hinson there on the inside line, trying to make some ground up as well. Cars sideways, bouncing through the gravel trap. Typical red gate shenanigans, and there is contact further back, I'm afraid. A couple of cars stationary at the side of the road with damage. Oh, quite a few cars actually, Richard.
Yeah. Has got the lead. They turn through Redgate Corner for the first time. Already wings going, flying cars off through the gravel trap. That didn't take long, Piers.
Yeah. Oh no, there's an absolute smorgasbord of cars left, right and centre with body work everywhere. Hopefully everyone actually was all just...
And we are racing in Brno for the final time. We have deducted some time off the 25 minutes for the extra formation lap, so the race is actually 3 minutes shorter. There's a crash already. Oh, that's a big one right at the start, and that is Richard Meixner in the orange car.
We wait for the lights to go out now, and a good getaway is made by the Vision. A bad stop by Rob Huff. Jan Anashe gets up alongside him.
We're green! And again, Rocco not great off the line. Davis, Rodeo, and even Dominic Jackson Blackman having a big off back there. Good catch, Roger. And he's waving right now. And he's holding that right foot up, so...
Vamos para a largada. Passou a luz vermelha, acendeu a luz. Agora é a hora. Hora de meter marcha, largada limpa. Tem moto parada, Tem piloto no chão.
Ixi,
Dois
Maria,
pilotos no chão. Tá tudo bem com os pilotos. Foi uma batida. Aí, ó, você vê como uma moto ficou ali à frente, ó. Tá tudo bem con os dois pilotos.
Pre-Moto 3 arriva il penultimo round al Mugello con un grande vantaggio in classifica per Edoardo Liguori che scatta secondo. Attenzione, subito una caduta, una centrogruppo.
It is Simpson that leads to Paris up into third. JJ Narlos is up to fourth place.
We got a Fowler. Another Fowler there.
I can't see who that is. That's Jake Farnsworth. Simpson Dunker to Paris.
Another one down.
Can't see who that is. That's Jack Favell. He's one of those riders.
And Harry Curry.